those young boys get rolling, Lakers might shut this one down because they ain't creeping back from a comeback. I'm
All
gonna
right,
just say that right
I
now.
like this. I like
These
this.
young
Bro.
boys, hey, they know that.
I
Hey,
like this.
listen, Allen, they look different last night. I'm telling you, I'm not just gassing you. I'm
No,
not being a
I know.
homer.
I know it was a
They look
complete
different.
blowout. I know it was a complete blowout. Here's the
Yeah,
only
and
problem.
and
Here's the only problem.
let
Here's
me
the
say
only
this
problem with
really
last
quick.
night. Yeah, go ahead. Go
Phoenix
ahead.
they got some stuff behind the scenes going on,
That's
and
what
I
I
don't
was
know,
gonna
and
say.
you
That's what
can
I was
feel
gonna
it.
say.
You can feel it. But even with that, our
Yeah.
guys were extremely like just sharp, and it
Mm,
wouldn't be easy, but they want to bump, and then you guys have struggles inside. We hit the boards.
mm.
Jackson Hayes, he gonna have his hands tied. Like you're gonna have to put Vando and Finney on our bigs, and then you're keeping them off the boards, and that might be your best lineup. And then like LeBron is big enough to do it, but like our guys aren't just rebounding because we kind of play hard. Our guys are rebounding at a high clip because we're going in there, putting our elbow and our knees in your backs and moving weight. And you got five guys crashing in like bowling, like bowling pins. So like it's kind of like, do y'all really want to grind with that? It's a different style. We're not just going, before it'd be like, is Jalen Green gonna score 30? Is Shingun gonna get his double-double? Now it's like, yo, you're gonna box out these young dudes heading to the rim. We ain't even talked about Amin Thompson. Amin Thompson had a darn field day the last time he saw LA. And you guys got less rim protection now.
Oh, you made
Shingun loves playing against long. I don't know how JJ is gonna go. Shingun loves playing against long, lanky defenders. Jackson Hayes, with all due respect, that's going to be a struggle. So you'd have a better chance throwing Vando or like Finney or even shoot if he wants. If see, you want to know how serious the Lakers are? LeBron would be the best matchup to guard
Yeah,
Shingun.
I was gonna tell
That's how
you.
we'll know they're serious.
Well, I was gonna tell you. Don't be surprised at all. And the matchup against Jokic is not the perfect example, but
For sure, for
Lakers
sure.
were using kind of what you just described right there.
Rui,
They're using Vando, they're
you have
using
to. Yeah,
LeBron, they're using Rui, they're using
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't just like an exclusive Hayes by any stretch of the imagination. I think you know what's kind of interesting about the squad too. They got guys that they're small, but they don't play small, if that makes
For
sense.
sure,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
So they might not be 7-footers, but they got guys that they're banging with
And then
everybody else.
and then here's the problem. I expect Steven Adams to play. The one thing that we excelled on that we didn't do the last time you saw, we played two bigs. So let's say you can kind of lean on Shingun. Bro, Ime's coming in with Shingun and Adams and Jabari at the three. And if you put a small guy, if you put LeBron on Steven Adams, he's gonna run him underneath the rim. It's I'm telling you, it's like guerrilla warfare under there right now. And then what happens, Shingun lights up, because then you can't really help the same because the guy don't want to leave Steven Adams. Steven Adams, right now, per 36, is the greatest offensive rebounder in NBA history. It's nothing like I've ever seen. He gets his hand on every single basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He gets his hand on every ball when he goes in, and the plus minus, they're like a plus one. It's a crazy plus minus, bro.
Who
It's like
they
a plus 80 or 90 when he goes in
who
and
will
they
they
play
put
together.
who will they put on Luca?
If they go in with the big lineup, they go zone. But as far as Luka, Min Thompson is the first team all defensive candidate. Tari Eason sat out last night. Tari Eason's gonna be rated. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, you got Dylan Brooks. Like that's what makes Houston tough is there's multiple defenders you can throw at him. And then Fred, if he gets switched on to him, he's gonna fight. So like when you guard LeBron and Luka, you gotta be switchable. Jabari can guard him. Like you gotta be switchable. But when he goes big, you see zone. So Lakers gonna have to hit threes to get him out that zone. And
Mm-hmm.
on the other end, they're going crashing in. So that's why I say the Lakers are really going to have to control pace
Ime's
because if
got
they,
Ime's got everybody motivated over there. Even the
bro,
broadcasters are ready to run through a wall.
Allen is war. It's such a different thing.
I'm ready
Bro,
tonight.
have
It's
you
gonna be
seen?
fun.
We hadn't seen two bigs in a while. It's war, and I'm seeing like teams freak out. So like if you try to match up with it, now you are a character because you're going Jackson Hayes. Alex Lynn is gone. I don't even know if you guys have
They
another
won't.
big.
They
Who's
won't
it?
use it. No, they'll literally use Rui. Vando, Jackson Hayes,
You'd
and
have to put Rui and
LeBron.
Vando.
But
Rui, yeah, yeah,
before they
yeah.
use
That would have to.
any of the Alex
It would
Lynn's
have to
or
be what you said, Rui, Hayes, and LeBron. Like, and like, here's the thing: LeBron is the biggest X factor because LeBron can guard LP,
sure.
but does he want to do it for 4 quarters? So that's
Hmm.
gonna like how I said, Alan, like how you said they're serious. We're gonna see how serious they are about this game. Because you say LeBron, and remember in the playoffs, LeBron slid over and guarded Jokic. That's how I knew, like, oh damn, like
Oh yeah.
like this is go time. So like they need this. This is serious. Like if he slides over and he's guarding Shingun to start the game, that's gonna tell you everything that you need to know.
I'm not kidding. You got me more hyped up about this game tonight than I've been since probably Lakers went at Denver. If you remember that, it was the first time Luka went at Denver,
Yeah.
and that yeah, this got some good hype to it here. It's got some
And
good hype
I'll
to it.
say with Luca, Luca has destroyed Houston in the past. I mean, like destroyed. But here's the thing: like it was more like, well, once Dylan Brooks gets that second foul, there wasn't much to do. Now, if Luca starts doing his thing, Ime got bodies to throw at him, and also too, Ime's had to trap and say like, well, shoot, like here's the problem: if you go big, they're gonna double team Luca and say, Vando, take a jumper. Like Vando take a jumper.
They
Like you know what I'm
should.
saying?
What I would do
All
if
right,
I'm another
Rui.
team.
And
Yep.
and Rui played excellent in the last matchup. Like this is a game where it's gonna be like, all right, AR's cooking, all right, Rui beat us. Like so Rui gonna have to go get his 30. Like, and he's capable, but now
But you take your
Houston's
chances. Yeah, you
Houston's
take your chances
depending
in
on
that.
offensive rebounding, right?
Mm.
If all else fails, Houston's like, we're gonna offensive rebound. The Lakers are dependent on Rui to get 30. Not that he can't, but that might be with Ime. Like, is that 30 gonna be there from Rui?
You pick your
Now
poison.
that sets things up. And now how
Mhm.
dependable is that? So I'm not just shooing in the game, but I'm saying like I can see the Lakers going, we ain't got it, sipping in. Don't run LeBron into the ground. These guys are too young, too athletic. We'll see them later and shoot, maybe even see them in the playoffs. Just shut it down.
All right, let's see what happens. I'm excited. Good stuff, Ryan.
You're competitive.
Good
I've
stuff,
never
brother.
seen you this competitive.
No.
You're
This is
fired up.
good. This is what I want to hear
It's a lot, man.
listen,
Yeah.
listen. There's certain matchups, and I said this before. Rockets play with this. There's a chippiness that comes to them that I think makes the game exciting. It kind of reminds me a little bit of old school ball,
Yeah.
unfortunately in today's NBA, that's kind of a lost art. So I like this style of basketball. I want to see this style of basketball. But I mean, you feel so good about the Rockets. It's impossible not to feel how you feel. So now I'm excited about tonight's game. I already
Yeah, and
was,
you
but you took it
and
to another level.
and Lakers they play better at home. I think that this is great
Really
for
good at
Houston
home. Yeah.
too, because we're at the point in the season, like expose us somewhere and show us something that we can go work on.
Mm.
Like expose us. Is it turnovers? Is it a bad lineup, a bad matchup? Like, so even if the Lakers did play well or find holes in Houston, this is good because our guys can go and work on it.
Rockets
Like
22-14 on the road. It's a great record. It's a great record on the road.
they've grown, dude. They've grown. So like I think from our standpoint, selfishly, a loss wouldn't be the end of the world, or if there's a bad quarter or bad something. But I think it would be like show us something to work on. Cause you know
Yeah,
what,
build
Alan,
off
like
of.
you
Hmm.
get to the playoffs and then you're like, oh shoot, this guy can't shoot. Or like they struggle with this, and this. Like, so hopefully we can see that now before you get to the playoffs.
Hmm.
So you're definitely not asking for a loss. There's a lot riding for both teams, but if you can see somewhere that you need to work,
Sure, sure.
that would also pay dividends. And then like I hope LA doesn't mail it in. I hope you get the best from LeBron. I hope you get from the best from the Luca. I hope LeBron is healthy and Luca's motivated and you get those guys at a high clip because, let's be fair too. If LeBron is still LeBron, he can shut this whole game down. If Luca is high level Luca, me seeing it, he can shut this whole game down himself. Like, and you're going, man, we forgot how good that dude is. And
Hmm.
and Houston's trying to go pound for pound with what those guys do. And then you're having fun basketball. If you're JJ saying piece that around, but again, there's so many variables in there. And Ime's pretty ruthless. He probably gonna make Luka have to run around. He is ruthless in that sense. He gonna run him in the pick and rolls. He's going to do things, and I'm sure Luca going to be looking for Jalen Green and saying, "Well, Jalen, we're not going to let you score. Come play some defense."
Hmm.
So we'll be, watching for that chess match behind the scenes, and then hey, for like I said, for LA, they can't give up the energy points. They can't give up transition. They can't, give up those looks, or else it's a wrap. And I would say teams that have played Houston well, like Utah played Houston really well. They didn't give up. They actually won the fast break points. They got
Hmm.
back in transition. They didn't rebound. They just ran back and got that. Now, Steven Adams didn't play. Steven Adams is such a difference maker because, like, we got to execute and work on those things. But when Steven Adams plays, he's the most dominant thing that Houston does well. Great teams like this is dominant. Like him scoring or shooting is dominant. Steven Adams is dominant. So he's
Hmm.
an X factor, man. So if you guys can kind of cancel those minutes out or match those minutes, it's a big key. It's been a huge key.
All right, listen, we're a couple weeks away from the playoffs starting. Once the playoffs start and we kind of have an idea where everybody is, maybe we're fortunate enough and we get in the second round we get little Lakers Rockets action. But I'd love to reconnect with you and bring you back on. And I think once we have an idea of what it looks like, we could talk about some of the other teams as well. I'd love your thoughts on some of the other teams in the East, obviously what's going on in the West, but phenomenal breakdown, brother. I know it's been a while since we chatted. I texted you a
Yeah.
couple days ago, so I appreciate you doing this. All right, my man.
Hey man, I appreciate the love you show me from day one. You do great work, brother. Anything you need from me, you hit me and you know it.
Good looking out. Thank you, Ryan.
I got you.
All right, that is Ryan Hollins right there. Breaking it down. Oh, yeah, so funny right there. That's a good dude. I've known him for a while, and I haven't connected with him in literally probably at least a year or so. So nice of him to do so. He is feeling a certain way about the Houston Rockets. Phenomenal. By the way, I'm all in on this, and especially the way he was kind of selling the Rockets. By the way, I don't think you have to sell them. I think there is a lot of people just aren't talking about them enough. A lot of people probably aren't just giving them the respect because they haven't been there before. And it's, it's a young team and everything else. I think he's making a lot of valid points. Ime Udoka is going to muddy the water. I mean, whether people want to see it or not, Ime Udoka, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to muddy the water. And I think that's, obviously the only way that you can, I think stylistically for them, have true success. I don't think anybody's getting blown out at crypto tonight. I was telling him that I don't think that's happening. It's going to be a tough game. I think Houston will take it very, very personal because Ime Udoka and the Rockets take things personal. But it's a very important game for the Lakers as well. Like, we can't just pretend that this isn't. I get what Houston's trying to do. Every game for the Lakers could be the difference of them losing home court in the first round, potentially even, I know there's only 8 games left, falling out all the way out to the play-in tournament. So these are big games for them. If you're going to get a chance to be in the number 3 spot, how great would this be? I mean, now after talking with Ryan, past Denver, get to that number 3 spot, get home court in the first round, get the Houston Rockets in the second round. You get to avoid Denver. You get to avoid OKC. Not that Houston's a walk in the park, but he was feeling a certain way about it. All right, let's see some of these comments here. Oh, man, that was good. By the way, I'm telling everybody right now, I don't look at the chat. Sometimes I do if I have a guest, but I did not this entire time because if I do, it kind of takes me off of what the hell I want to talk about. Let's look at some of the comments here. We will handle business against the Rockets. We play serious basketball against good teams. So do they. I was mentioning this, and I was surprised to see this when we were talking about it a little bit earlier. When the Lakers play teams above 500, they're 3 games over 500. Let me find that stat that I gave you guys earlier. 18-15 against teams over 500. Only 2 teams have a better record in the West. OKC and Houston. By the way, their record that I just said on the road, Houston's got a really good record on the road too. Great takes from Ryan. He really made the game tonight even more interesting to watch. I'm with you. It's all talk. Let's see the walk. That was phenomenal. Ryan was ready to suit up. He's ready to go. All right, let's see what else we got here. Good interview. Thank you, brother. By the way, I've told you guys this before, and when I do the MVP members, for members only, when I do videos, I tell people and I ask them kind of what are we looking for in a guest. I'm going to be trying to bring on more guests that are just more challenging to the conversation. That it's not just blue skies for the Lakers, or that they have a take on another team and that other team they feel like is better than the Lakers. Clearly, Ryan Hollins feels very, very confident about his squad. All right, thank you very much for watching the clip. Just want to give a shout out here to one of our partners, the Wallace Firm. They are official injury attorney of the Sliwa Show and Hoops Talk, the entire channel. If you are ever in a need, and I hope you're not, some type of serious injury with yourself or a family member of yours, I would like to personally help you by introducing you to the best in the business, Brad Wallace and the Wallace Firm. Also got a URL out here that you can use as well. Just go to wallacewins.com/Sliwa. Thank you for their partnership, and thank you for being a part of the Sliwa Show.